God. You mean the descendant of Cooper's child, considering Cooper's already technically married by this point?
Great, 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 great grandchild.
By the way,
Great,
by the way, take a look on twitch.tv/casualshadowjr because I just turned on in the preliminary since we're waiting for everybody. Mostly to make sure that everything's going to be running well. Make sure that we're not dropping anything.
Dean. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. It's an actual picture of an Eevee, isn't it? I don't...
No, that's not an actual picture of an Eevee. That is an Eevee plushie, motherfucker. That is the official Chibi Styles.
And lots of everyone.
That was the adorable one, Chibi Styles. Also, so far no dropping frames.
Actually,
of course, I'm just on the full screen, not doing a whole lot, so that's probably part of it.
Times? No.
Yeah.
3 and a half.
Yeah, this is like the first time in a long time that I've ever actually gotten to stream.
Hey.
I don't know how well this is going to go. Oh, good.
Be sure to mute yourself on the other end.
I'm sorry, what?
Be sure to mute yourself on the other end.
When you're talking, maybe there could be the chance that...
Echo.
There doesn't seem to be.
Chess over to Super Warrior, Space Warrior gains the following benefits.
Yeah.
A bonus to Space Warrior strength, dexterity, and constitution equal to half their character level.
Yeah, because I don't have... In order to have the chat open, I don't have the Twitch window open on the side there. I'm using Streamlabs OBS, and it's got the chat in there on the right-hand side, or the left-hand side of it, rather. So...
Psionically focused. I need to check that now.
Oh, we're getting some viewers in here while we're waiting for everybody to come in. It looks like.
Please, Lord Hobby, come here. We need you.
So those of you who joined the chat, hi. Give us a moment. We're waiting for everybody to show up here, but we're going to be starting with the game before too long. We're going to stay on full screen for right now until this goes. So that way you have something more to see instead of just the static image of Roll20. Done a little redecorating around the place. as you'll see once we shift over to another screen. A little bit of rebranding too.
We have new rebranding.
Yeah. Well,
When did we get the Goober shirt?
Excuse me. No, I mean, I did some rebranding because this is now the Dojo of Shadow Style. You've heard of Strong Style. You've possibly even heard of Gong Style if you're into independent wrestling. Well, now here's Shadow Style. What's Shadow Style? E.T. stinks. E.T. stinks and stuff. E.T. stinks and stuff.
Things und stuff and things und stuff.
Und Klaus.
I just realized I've not given a single character in Universe 13 a Russian accent yet. Shadow Style sounds like some ninja boss. Or like if WWE wrestler AJ Styles ended up getting lost in Persona 4.
Even be.
I am the Shadow Styles, the true self.
We're still like an evil organization that steals Pokemon.
But only in the Pokemon Ranger universe.
Yes.
And don't be taking Pokemon. Unity of the universe, man.
Just put a stupid idea in the music channel.
Stamina points 54 HP. I'm sorry.
All right. I'm sorry, Time Lord. What music channel? Where?
In Loading Crew, like the one under Entertainment below Dank Maybays.
My bag's up in next year.
Excuse me.
Here, just the comment section.
I got a stupid idea for the cover of the Savages Suck from Pocahontas from the perspective of the cabbage guy from Avatar.
We are the Cabbage Patch children.
Cabbages, not even human. We are only human. And we bleed when we fall down.
We are Cybermen.
We are the Cabbage Patch children.
Upgrade in progress. Well, you meant...
He's now upgrading.
Yeah, see, you mentioned Cyberman, but you gave him the voice of Dalek, so I had to correct that mistake.
Requires more Vespian gas.
Hey, I added on to the cabbages thing.
My cabbages.
Upgrade in progress. They wrecked my cabbages. Cabbages, not even. Alright. I just realized I gotta do something else because otherwise every time I double check any of these with the screen that was on, people would be able to see that. Every time somebody double checked the Discord, people would be able to see that. And all right, so again, for those of you who have joined, thank you for showing up there. We are preparing to play Starfinder Universe 13, a Dragon Ball themed game. Once everybody is in and available, we're waiting on one player right now.
It's not me this time.
Yeah.
I was a good boy. I got here on time.
You realize I'm still on full screen and nobody can see that yet in the roll,
It
in the
matches.
Roll20 chat, right?
It matches not. It is moral victory. You gotta take what you can get. You truck mothers.
Hello. Hello. I'm Kirill. Now,
Hello.
now I want to play Fortune Street again. Of course, part of that was also because I was watching Runaway Guys last weekend with their charity stream. So. Hello, I'm Kirill. I'm Kirill. I'm cleric with big sword.
Hey, Nico, want to go bowling?
Hey, cousin Nico.
What have you done, Omni?
Just do a lot of things.
Yeah, if I were to play Fortune Street with people, I would either select Kirill, or otherwise, if for some reason Kirill wasn't available, I'd pick the old farm girl Bianca. She's just a nice little southern girl who's gonna squash everybody like a bug on the finance table.
Terrifying, and there's even make any other gifts besides the one I... Okay, no, I did not. Okay.
Did somebody say heresy?
We can
All hail the Imperium. All hail the Emperor.
Go grab a bowl.
I like food cause it is yummy. I like food cause in my tummy.
We can have all the rice.
All you have to do is go grab a bowl.
Pastries abound.
Streets are bound. Doesn't help. I've essentially grown up with Dragon Ball Kai and Dragon Ball Z, so when I hear it, it just goes, mysteries are bound, made of a deep energy. Energy. Oh.
Yeah. My first memories of Dragon Ball were actually, I think, watching parts of the Ocean dub. Cause
you too?
Yeah, because I remember watching the version of it that started with Rock the Dragon.
Yep, Rock the Dragon. I was about to type out. Does no one remember Rock the Dragon?
Ron fucking Wasserman. Ron goddamn Wasserman.
Dragon Ball Z.
As a matter of fact,
was a brilliant scientist.
As a matter of fact, like some time ago, for one of the two Dragon Ball themed 5e builds that I did, I actually used Rock the Dragon as the theme for that one, and its companion used Chosette's Dynamic. Because at the time, that was the current theme song for Dragon Ball Super.
And it's still so good.
Yeah. Although admittedly, Limit Break X Survivor's still better.
Scientist, god damn it, geek.
Just because of the line, I can't get no satisfaction in that song. I want to take like the tune of I can't get no satisfaction from the Rolling Stones and put in the lyrics to Limit Break X Survivor into it instead.
I remember coming home from school every day, from elementary, coming home. As soon as I turned on the TV, this would play.
Did it? Uh,
And, yeah, and funny that you should actually mention that, because yeah, I remember it very clearly because it used to be on. It used to be like on the local Kids WB affiliate before it became Kids WB, I think, or like in the early days of Kids WB as a part of the afternoon block there. And yeah, and I do remember it being the Saban version because again, Rock the Dragon. I don't remember if it was Calamus or Corlett that played Goku.
it was Corlett.
I don't remember.
I mean, it was the early episodes of it, so it could have been
I'd have to go through and look.
because the one episode that I remember entirely was one episode, one of the early episodes where they were at Kame House. It wasn't like the Raditz one. It was later on.
Joined. Mm.
Remember when Vegeta had this voice?
Yeah, I do remember Brian Drummond as Vegeta though, which made that so much more fun when Sabat brought him back to play Gel Gita.
Jill Cheetah in English dub because I don't remember this. I want to watch this now.
Your father was an average
Brilliant
fighter, but a brilliant scientist.
Jill Cheetah.
Yeah, the fake Vegeta from Photoshop. I just refer to him as Gel Gita because it's kind of it's shorter and wittier than copy Vegeta.
Like,
Dragon Balls.
Goober, your father was a brilliant scientist, but an average fighter.
Except we know the exact opposite of that is true. Goober, your father was an average scientist, but a brilliant warrior.
Okay, I like this voice actor. He's amazing.
Brian freaking Drummond.
Back in the yesteryears of first Dragon Ball Ocean dub.
Yep. That dub also had a lot of crossover actually with other shows of the time that I enjoyed that were dubbed by that similar group. Oh God. Scott McNeil played Piccolo. Fitting that we should mention that on Piccolo Day.
March 9th, forever shall be known as Piccolo Day.
It is also Goku Day because Goku is 5'9". And in fact, according to what I saw on Twitter earlier on today, that's intentional. That Piccolo Day would have been picked on 5'9" because Akira Toriyama decided to make a joke out of that. That Piccolo's Day would be the same as the name of his main character.
I would like how all the Piccolo races or Namekians have been named after instruments. or wind
So what
instruments,
we're
I
saying
guess.
is it's Achilles Day.
I have not done that.
But that's just me.
Yeah, I have not done. I have not done that. Yeah, I that was a nice early convention on there. I understand why it changed on there.
I am not an Namekian. Is not the great holiday Fergusia.
But you are our Piccolo.
Am I though?
Well,
You use Hellzone grenades.
well, you're not the Yamcha. You've never been blown up by a Cyberman. I'm pretty sure that's limited to just Goober and Phoenix at this point in time.
I'm the more useful Balna.
I am the punchy McGoku.
Oh my god, I am Piccolo.
It's okay because you know what that means. You're gonna.
What?
That means you're gonna be a great surrogate father to Goober's kid.
I would be
Have a
honored.
dick.
I have several.
Oh no, never mind. I'm shutting up right now at that joke.
That's why I
Bit
thought.
that. I'm not.
Go for 10, Goober. Go for 10.
Told never to use the back door anymore.
She lets me use the back door.
All right, I flipped over to the Roll20 screen, even though we're still waiting on somebody.
Yes, it's my day. It is my day. You all celebrate me and worship me.
Hobby.
Goober's
Oh.
kids.
We're haunting you.
A brilliant scientist.
Not worried who entirely would actually be haunting him.
And would Phoenix be Ten Shinhan because he has that weird psychic power? That like he has that weird third eye. He has the weird sun power.
Also, Geek, thank you for the follow. Welcome, and thank you for becoming a disciple of Shadow Style. The
Yes.
EVs are happy.
And you have to have an Eevee on your team.
Well, I mean, in the Pokemon game that we're setting up, I'm going to have an Eevee on the team.
I have to have an Eevee.
No.
Okay, I want my Eevee to evolve into a Jolteon.
Alright.
Just to keep with my theme of electricity with Ikili.
Yeah. But like I said, for
These-
right now, it's simply a matter that the EVs are happy.
It's going to invent.
Are they though?
Goober's kid, Goobhan. Really?
Invent a
Boo.
for
You make me sad.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Goobers upbound, made of a deep.
What? I'm sorry. What were you saying for Carrick?
a character just going to invent a steel type Eevee.
We're not playing PTA. This is Starfighter, not PTA.
Need to check now if Starfinder we get our stat points at 5 levels or not.
Just going to invent a steel type Eevee.
Yes. Yeah. I believe the convention of bumping up your stat every 4 levels still.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, you also get an extra feed every. You also get like an extra feed every 4 levels, which, admittedly, I had been slacking on some of the people that I had been creating.
So is the stat point every or even?
Every 4.
Fourth
Every
level?
4. So if you're level 8, you should have 2 stat increases.
I don't remember if the stat increase is like 2 points or 1 point because Starfinder changed that a bit.
It's 1.
Okay. I thought it was a 2-point thing. Below 16, it would be like a +2. If it was above, it'd be just 1 point.
I'm going to double check that here really quick.
I'm very tempted to increase Goober's intelligence, but I know doing so would honestly remove the idiotic Scottish accent, so no.
I mean,
Idiot.
intelligence does not determine your accent. I mean, I'm a fair. Oh, okay, yeah, you get an extra feat at second, third, fourth. Oh, not. I mean, at third, fifth, seventh, and ninth, and yeah, you got your ability increase at level 5. So I was wrong. It's not every 4 levels. It's every 5. And it increases permanently by 1. If it's 16 or lower, it increases by 2. Okay. Yep. It's a good thing I keep this on hand. Of course, I have my other resources. People watching the stream will no doubt see, because no doubt you will see when I flip between tabs.
But I was going to essentially ask if I could do something, but then I realized, oh wait, I can't.
Why is that?
Hey, maybe I can buy a weapon. Wait. No, Goober cannot use a weapon.
I can use weapons.
Don't worry about that.
I don't have the ability
Don't worry
to.
about that, Keith, because I've got a thing in my sleeve.
I have my sword.
Hobby.
I see better
The
than you.
ghost. You're all the
If I
Nice, Geek. Roll out all the good rolls before we actually start playing.
My eyes are better.
So if I were to play the Mission Impossible theme while sneaking, can I use my disc jockey instead of my stealth?
Banana, banana, banana.
Well, I mean, here's the thing on that. Playing music while you're trying to sneak would actually be the opposite of stealthiness. So you would only do that if you were deliberately wanting to draw attention to yourself.
Dun 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 dun.
Distraction.
Diddly-diddly.
Doobie doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba.
Oh god, no, I remember that one thing when I was super high in the game.
What? What did you remember?
Hallucination of actually seeing an animal with a head on its head.
Oh yeah, Heinz's friend. Curse you, Perry the Platypus! He is a semi-aquatic egg-laying mammal of action. He's a...
I think Hobby essentially forgot about today and is now unconscious.
I mean...
Is he online?
He had said that I mean...
I see nothing.
Yeah, we've seen...
He's
nothing.
he's either offline or invisible, but I'm pretty sure he's mostly offline.
You might have forgotten about today. Well, I guess Phoenix is going to be sitting on the sidelines today because I would like to.
I kind of forgot about today too until you added me.
It's true.
Yeah.
It might have been today. Sorry,
Yeah, well, that's
sure.
okay because I mean the last while or so has been
Because I remember
very erratic.
Erratic, you must
I
say.
cannot roll my R's. I apologize.
Erech.
Not
This game sure has been quite erotic.
Well, it has been erratic as well.
Hey! Got the bad one out of the way.
Hey, must be the money. All right.
I need
Well,
about 350.
we'll go ahead and get started then, and we'll go ahead and get started for today. It's going to be somewhat of a lighter session anyway. So, to start off with, I have to do a thing.
The ting?
A thing.
it's a ting.
A thing.
The ting.
Last time on Universe 13, the Starbound Wanderers, this group of adventurers, have come to the planet Tohinga to try and save it and its Dragon Balls from the Twin Fangs, led by Goober's father, Lentiru. Along the way, they had a nice conversation with Lentiru and Pasternak, got attacked by some advanced Cybermen Z, and had a lovely chat with Selder and Rantalu, two of the Twin Fangs. Something doesn't seem to be quite right here, as someone or something has put into Lentiru's head that there is a command from Mayonnaise that Mayonnaise herself may not have ever mentioned. So now it is up to the Starbound Wanderers to go across the planet of Tohinga and find the Dragon Balls scattered around so they can make their wish, save the planet, and find the lost planet of Aarth. What information will they find today? What Dragon Balls will they come across? The adventure starts right now. The soul of the machine, the artificial artificer Amethyst. That one was a little bit low, but
Last week when we were supposed to be playing this, what we missed was that like a filler arc back on Earth 7?
No, we didn't do anything on Earth 7 last week.
The last session or the last session was the filler.
Last 3 weeks ago when we started Tohinga. The filler session. There was a filler session before that, on the ship.
None of you are getting my joke.
No. Explain it to us.
We couldn't do this game this session last week, so we had to delay it to this week. And normally in anime, when you delay something, they have put filler in.
Oh.
Okay. Last week, off screen from this, there was a filler arc back on Earth 7.
Okay. So Hakili and Goober now know how to drive.
I am
What?
third level.
Oh, right.
Suck it.
We just get another one.
Yeah. Hakili and Goober now know how to drive. Carrick met a robot in a hole. And Phoenix got lost on Safe Way. Phoenix got lost on Snake Way, which is why he's not here today.
I thought he fell down a well.
I honestly be thinking he was hitting on the girl that is like his childhood friend.
Yeah, on Iris, I believe her name was. Yeah. All right. So, anyway, we are here in the main village of Tohinga, picking up where we left off last time. Selder and Rantalu have flown off after the one-on-one battle.
Jesus.
And Give me a second. I'm trying to find the right thing here. There we go. Nice, pleasant music here.
Yeah. Nice and Zelda-y.
Countar comes over and it's like, well, we were able to get everyone out of the village before you started fighting with them, but there's one person that's unaccounted for. Yes, we need to go and make sure that they're all right.
Right, where are they?
Right. Well, as it just so happens, we have someone who had moved here about a few months ago. Really kind person on there. That has been quite a bit of a boon to here, especially to our helping craft for our space base. You might actually be interested in meeting them because they might be able to help you out and better equip you to face off against those people there.
So you need
Right.
help gathering supplies or need help with finding somebody?
Well, all right. And Countar points up to this particular building on here, which has got like a huge smokestack coming out of the top. Out there.
Oh.
Is that,
All right.
is that your friends is doing? Did they visit another town and are they killing people again?
All right. No, not a plume of smoke. It's a huge smokestack, like a huge chimney.
Chimney.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, yeah. There's like in one corner of the house, there's just like this huge brick chimney poking up out of the top, and you can see light-colored smoke coming out of it.
Someone is gonna fly over.
The opium den. God damn it. We're not introducing more drugs into this game.
Yes, it
But
is
you
May
should
9th.
probably
It is
learn-
Tequila Day.
We're
Spopium is not the best fucking drug. Spopium, kids.
no. I mean, just because it helped Spurlock Holmes solve all those mysteries.
Spurlock Holmes?
Yeah, Space Sherlock Holmes.
You know, the Fergusian?
No, Goober. Goober, no.
All right. So, all right. But yeah, and Counter's like, oh, and also, I forgot to give you something. I don't remember if I did this a few weeks ago because, of course, my memory is shit.
Was it sensu beans?
Well, no, you did get like a few cents of beans for each of you from the person that you helped out at the bean farm. What Counter is giving you is oh wait, no, I know what I did. I did do this a few weeks ago because I had him update Carrick's senses to be able to see.
Oh, unlock potential. Got it.
Yeah, to be able to see where the balls are.
Give him the dragon radar. Yep.
Yeah. I just now remembered that I did that.
Cube radar.
Yeah.
Quote unquote.
All right. But anyway, Counter points over that building and is over there and just goes, I just want to let you know before you go into her to see this person. They're a bit eccentric.
Okay.
Eccentric.
Yeah, they're a bit.
I mean-
They are a bit eccentric, but you know, it's just the way they were brought up.
Have you seen Goober?
Point taken.
Goober's like, wait, what?
Go into her. I haven't met her.
You are the most eccentric person I have met in this entire universe.
Buddy, you're also eccentric to me. I pat him on the shoulder.
You have no idea what the word eccentric means, do you?
Fucking idea.
It has nothing to do with eggs.
Let the boy dream, Carrick. The boy dream.
At any rate, she's a little bit on the unusual side. A little bit unusual on the unusual side, but it's just a matter of how, she was brought up is all. So just keep that in mind when you go in to see there.
Will she attack the droid on sight, or will the droid be fine?
Oh, she won't attack you. She's just a little. She's probably different from than what you've met before. Even accounting for, and he gestures to the drone that you and that Robbie and Roma have. Even accounting for all the mechanical robotic stuff that you have.
Yes.
Well, that sounds fucking easy.
Alright.
Spookmon.
Pokemon.
Spokemon.
Literally, have you never played Pokemon Go?
The fuck is Pokemon Go? I played Space Yu-Gi-Oh!
Card games in space.
On motorcycles.
Spooky.
Yeah, but
Bree.
oh god, we're creating a whole universe of just insanity.
Yes. This is good.
All right.
But before we go, I'm just like, I take Robbie by the hand. Can you follow me for a bit?
Sure. What's going on, Goober?
I'm just gonna start walking away from the larger group, holding Robbie's hand.
Okay, and she'll be walking alongside.
I'm just gonna go and say what I assume would be a safe distance out of earshot. I'm just gonna go like, I do not know what the fuck to do.
About, your friends, the two people that were there.
I don't know how to say. I want to save. Don't know what to do, because if I save him by the Imperium, if I let him go, only Mayonnaise knows what will happen.
If you kill them yourself.
Safe.
So if you
Because
That
if
was-
you kill him, there will be trouble, and if you save him, there will be double. So I gotta let you know. So you gotta let me know. Should he
I was gonna
stay
be
or
serious
should
for
he
a
go?
moment.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na.
Gilbert is just like
That wasn't in character.
He just
That
looks
wasn't
unsure
in
of-
character. I had to do the joke.
Cooper is just like he looks confused and angry. Like he doesn't know what to do in this situation.
Yeah. By the way, the Clash
turn him
the
over
Clash
to the
reference was not
Ferguson
in
Empire.
character. I did not do that in character.
Ah, that would have been amazing. Under pressure, pushing down on
That's
me.
Queen and David Bowie, not the Clash. But yeah, yeah. Robbie's like, well, from what we're seeing on there, the situation is very complex. It could be something as simple as maybe you might not even have to take out your father. Maybe it might be just, you take out Pasternak, and then your dad and those other two can go, and it might be a very complex situation, but it's not something you should stress over right now, because I know you're going to make the right decision when it comes time to do it. When you absolutely have to, I am every bit of confidence you're going to make the right decision on this.
Cooper is just like said, I want my decision to be that he just like takes her by the hand with me if I have to fight my father.
Well, of course. I mean, that's why Roma and I are here. We're here to support. Here to support you. We're here to support Keely and Carrick and Phoenix. That's why we came along with this. In fact, I insisted to Roma that we come along here because I figured this was going to be hard for you, and I want to be by your side and be there with you no matter what happens with us.
Cooper's just like he looks at her and then he'll just say, for better or worse.
You know it.
Starts walking back.
Carrick doesn't need support from others. He crafted his own from titanium and steel.
Vibranium and unatanium. And transform.
Oh well, I have. God damn it! All right, we're back.
All right. So after that touching romantic scene, but meanwhile, while they were over there talking, Roma just kind of looks over at Akili and is like, "You know why we're here, right?"
To help Goober.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Robbie insisted to help Goober, but you know, we're here to support you as well. In fact, to be honest, it wasn't much talking into it that she had to do, because you know, that's just the kind of people we are. That's the kind of people our parents raised us to be. People we care for. We're going to be there to support to the very end. That's a lot of the reason, honestly, why what Nesco did hurt so much, because that's not something our parents ever. What he did is not just a betrayal of the brother-sister bond, it was a betrayal of everything our parents taught us.
There's always a black sheep in the family, and sadly it fell upon your brother.
Yeah, well, he got what he deserved.
At least you get to keep him around with you at all times.
Yes, and I can kick it anytime I want.
Yes.
For those of you who haven't seen previous sessions on there, which is very likely because I wasn't streaming them, although other people were, the two droids that Rabe and Roma have with them are not just communication devices. They're also constant reminders of their deceased brother. In particular,
We annihilated.
that they annihilated all but, well, Sane's most vulnerable part.
Ew.
Tail and testicles.
They keep kicking me in the dick.
Why? Why are they always in the dick?
In the dick. Weakness identified. Hey, what are you?
Oh, smell.
Dick weakness.
Anyway. Alright, so let's get moved. I need to do something first. Let's get everybody all bunched up together here first.
Wind. Right, we're supposed to make Captain Planet.
And you walk into this particular building that you were directed to by Countar, and you were met by what looks like a little what looks like a little kind of trash can looking thing on wheels. That goes, "Hi, welcome to the Artificer shop of Amethyst. I am your humble servant and assistant, F-Zero RG3.
Are you a mobile trash can by any chance?
0RG3?
F-Zero RG3. Think of what that spells.
Oh, his name is Forge. Okay. But it's like, subconsciously, like, he looks like he wants to kick it, but then he's just like, wait, no, that's stupid. But I want to kick it. Don't kick it.
I may look like a trash can, but I am created to perform multiple additional tasks besides the elimination of waste product. I am a very dear assistant to my mistress Amethyst.
Well, looks like you moved up in the world.
Also, I'm an
Zero.
intergalactic space ninja. No, just kidding.
Okay, what do I know about this robot?
All right. You recognize the model of it. It's very similar to a lot of. It's very similar in model to a lot of drones used by mass weapons crafters. Except this one is very, very heavily modified and custom.
Oh, nobody check out. Okay, I just added him in the character notes.
What any of these custom things are with my Nat 20.
All right. There's a lot of heat. It's built in for heat. A lot of heat resistance. You can see one of its hands kind of looks like a pair of tongs. On there, what looks like a pair of tongs, and one of the other hands looks kind of like. You would recognize it most closely as very likely a plasma cutter. Goober, you have wandered into probably your most favorite room in any place, the kitchen. Yeah,
Where is the spice rack? Like, where's the meat rack?
You notice though that the bookshelves in there don't really seem to be stocked up with very much in the way of food, and as you're clattering about there, you see this lovely lady step forward down out of the back room there, and I'm about to show you what she looks like.
Oh.
Excuse me, may I help you? And
Like-
Forge is coming along. Ah, Mistress Amethyst, have you completed your current project? No, not yet. Not yet, F-Zero. I have not yet finished that project. I was alerted by the noises that I heard here. Might I ask who all these people are? And Forge is like, oh, right, I forgot to ask for introductions. My apologies, mistress. By the way, take a wild guess where I'm trying to go with for Forge.
He's
You have to
clap-trap.
say... What? No, he's obviously the Hyperion robot lady.
And this lady up here goes, well, as you heard my assistant say, I am Amethyst, though I was previously designated DB1986. Could I have your names, please?
We are the
I'm sorry, you were kind of cutting in and out. I didn't hear what you said.
Goober finishes swallowing his food. He's just like, oh, my name's Goober.
I'm Akili. And then there's this Carrick, the robot man.
I'm Robbie, and I'm Roma.
And this is OB4.
Beep. Oh. Oh. Hello, Starbound Wanderers. I apologize for the rather meagerness on here, although I do see you did find some of the food stores that I have on my shelves there. I mostly keep that for people that I have to entertain, as I myself do not need to eat. I am built to be a forge mistress and artificer droid. As previously mentioned, I was once known as Model DB19986, but I much prefer to go by Amethyst.
What do I want to do?
May I ask why you have come by?
Well, the twin. Well, if you didn't really know, there was like a thing where people were supposed to be leaving because of the twin fangs entering the city.
Oh, yes, I heard the alarm go out, but I was in the middle of trying to shape a piece of metal, and I could not leave it behind.
Understandable.
My line of work is a very intricate work, and any misstep can create defects in the final product.
Oh, that happened to Goober.
What?
What?
Not you.
Oh, that's a. What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Does not compute.
As you could probably tell by the rather interesting name of my companion, and from my attire and the smokestack outside, I am a blacksmith.
Oh, hey, Achille! She could probably help upgrade your sword.
She probably could.
And Amethyst actually kind of sees the hill poking out from behind you, and her head kind of cocks to the side, although she doesn't really look like much pensive or confused or anything, largely because she's an android. But she goes over to you, Achille, and she looks at the hilt and is like, I think that looks familiar to me. May I see it?
Sure. I just bring out the hilt and everything. I just hand it to her.
And Amethyst has the sword in her hands, and she's kind of scanning it.
Try to sense motive just in case she tries to stab one of us with it.
Alrighty, go ahead. I will let you know, though, that because she is an android, she's going to be hard to read.
Oh, I rolled a 14.
Alright.
You read with this?
Yeah, she is very hard to read. She has a very flat effect about her face.
I read the binary.
Alright. Kind of looking into her eyes, you can kind of see that she's going through processes in her brain incredibly fast, like faster than any other computer you've ever seen.
Just like whisper to Hakel, like, should we tell her it used to belong to a guy named
It was mine first.
Oh, it also belonged to Gelato, but you never know.
Alright, Amethyst kind of perks up at this, and she goes, you said this previously was owned by someone. Would you care to elucidate?
guy named Gelato. He tried to kill us. We knocked him out and stole his shit.
I took back what was mine.
Gelato, processing. Yes, I do remember someone by that name. I do remember someone by that name. In fact, as you can see here, and she points where on the blade itself it says in Fergusian, in Amethyst. You can see my maker's mark in Fergusian here. I always tailor make my maker's mark to the language of the commissioner for that additional personal touch.
I don't bother reading swords. I just use swords.
Well, some people are more interested in my work for the aesthetic qualities as opposed to any actual utility. It is their decision ultimately. I do not have any qualms up or down whether or not they use it as intended.
That was a well-made blade.
It is amongst some of my finest work, and it was made for this one's it was made for this Gelato's family as a graduation present for him. They commissioned it from me a couple years ago.
We took his lunch money?
It's mine now.
Basically, he tried to start a war, and so we stopped him and took his stuff. Confiscated his stuff.
I imagine that the loss of this personal effect will have a great mental effect upon him.
Where?
Oh, we pissed him the fuck off. We can easily tell he's gonna come after us.
Ask me if I can.
Well, again, he tried to start a war.
If you intend if you end up coming across him again, you may need an improvement of quality of this particular weapon. I am willing to offer my services.
Much will this
I mean, you
cost
can't
me?
really be wrong with this. She did promise she'd help us, Kelly.
Yes, but how much is this going to cost us?
But important that we saved the fucking planet before we entirely focus on cost. Also, remember, more money.
In deference to the concern placed for my well-being by the Master Countar, I will upgrade this for free. If you wish any improvements, I will ask only 2,000.
I can do that. I got 5,000 on me.
It is a deal. And she goes and she goes to take the sword back, and Forge comes up and goes, We will take care of this in a relatively short amount of time. In the meantime, if you have any other business on Tohinga, you may want to go take care of it while we are working.
We're just gonna look at Carrick. Any locations of any more of the Dragon Balls?
So do I leave the money with you, little guy, or?
Yeah, another arm comes out of Forge that has kind of like a jack where you can deposit in the money.
Oh, I just stick in the little credit chip and just sit there and wait until it computes. And...
Forge calculates. Done. Debited 2,000 credits. Have a nice day.
Debited 5 million credits.
Would you like to have the special upgrade? It is an additional 5,000 credits.
No.
Your sword
It's
glow
like
in the dark.
download a torrent. No.
All right. The Star Orbs Searcher fires up, and you are homing in on a signal. Not that you can see coming across there. Of course, there's two signals that are bunched up real closely beside you all, where you all are. There are additional signatures off to the south. There are additional signatures off a fair distance to the southwest.
Is there a compass on the finder, or?
Yes, there is.
Alright, sweet. So it'll be like, which way is south, or do we have to go in its direction?
Kid, follow me. It's in this direction.
All right. So,
All right, let's follow him.
yeah. So, all of you exit out of there as Amethyst and Forge go in and start to work on the sword. So, let's... I just realized the music did not loop. I don't know how long it took me to realize that that didn't loop, but it did.
It's perfectly fine.
All right. So, let's shift back out into town. All right. I'm actually gonna hide Counter because off to the southwest you do find a town very kind of similar to the one that you came across there, albeit a little bit on the smaller side. And you are greeted by one of the Namekians there, who already, there only seems to be one Namekian left there. Before you left the previous town, Countar actually said that he had issued a evacuation order to the villages where the Dragon Balls are being held. But there seems to be only one left there, and it is the one holding... If there is one holding what looks to be one of the Dragon Balls there. In fact, yeah, I'm trying to, in fact, he appears to be holding the 2-star ball.
Okay, time to add that into the collection.
I'm sorry.
Don't worry, I got this one.
A capsule?
I don't know how you get into a capsule.
Right.
The item and then shrink it into the capsule.
Okay, how do you shrink it?
Oh
Right.
no.
Well, the Lemaxian, looks at you and is like, he's looking and he's just kind of, he's scared. As far as he can tell, he feels like he's been found here.
Oh, where are these starbound wanderers?
What? Where's what? I don't see a Lemaxian.
Just theater of the mind.
Theater of the mind.
I
Oh.
don't have anything specifically built for this one because for this guy we don't really need to.
Hello there, where are the starbound wanderers from the Orange Star Adventure School thing?
Oh, thank God! I thought you were gonna be them. I heard about the evac orders on there, and I was about to get out of here with the ball, but I thought they had caught up with us.
You should probably still run though.
Yeah, do not worry about that. Just hand us the ball and we'll protect it for you.
Okay. And just as you say that,
Dun dun dun.
in shimmers in Pasternak. She didn't seem to come from anywhere. She just seemed to kind of like, kind of just shimmered in there. Only once she reveals herself do you sense any key out of her.
Fuck.
Hello, boys.
Shite.
How nice of you to guide me to the second. How nice of you to guide me to this particular Dragon Ball. I think I'll just take it and be on my way.
You will try.
Oh yes, I will try. And I will succeed. Because, you see, I never travel anywhere. You see, a girl like me never travels alone.
I think as we're talking, it's like Goober just like whispers to Carrick while she's monologuing. Hack out of shit! Hack out of shit!
What do you think I'm trying to do? I'm stalling her.
Whoop.
Electronics that I can hack.
All of them. She's not entirely a key focused character.
You can try.
I would just
Send
hand
out.
off to the droid so you can use your whole arms.
I rolled a 3.
Not enough.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, that's not enough. But as you were trying to hack, up springs a great big pack of Cybermen Zettel.
Okay, so the is under Carrick's left arm.
As I said,
Excuse me.
loves, I think I'll be taking that Dragon Ball now.
Suddenly screaming, Goober, kill her. But
We just gotta keep the ball safe.
You know, well, fine. If you want to play that way, I think then I think it'd be very, very fun if my friends here had a little bit of fun. Ta-ta! And she...
Well, I will activate my energy shield before the...
Okay. And she just kind of shimmers out again, and you are no longer able to sense her energy, but that's okay because you've got 6 Cybermen in your face. You've got better, more important things to worry about.
Oh, fuck's sakes.
for fuck's fucking sake, man.
I think this goes without saying, but it's time to roll for initiative.
Out mechanic energy shield. Ice 8 plus 5, that's 13 temp.
Okay, come on.
Essentially up. You forgot to click your token.
Lick your token, you click it.
Said click.
And I rolled a natural 20 on that one.
Get all my people in here.
Can I also use a, or do I have to wait? Yeah, I'll do the energy shield before thing. Never mind.
Okay, so let me sort here. Alright, so it looks like... And you know what? Actually, because we're playing a little bit short-handed, You're gonna have a little bit of help.
Yeah. Robbie.
Roma, Roma.
Goku.
Donkey.
God damn it.
Donkey.
I'll activate my Sun Goku.
Donkey.
Activate my Sun Wukong summon.
I activate Sun Wukong in attack mode.
I cast Fist, for I am a Fist Wizard.
Actually, you are.
Fistered.
Alright.
Jesus.
So let's resort.
The girls are back in town. The girls are back in town.
Alrighty. So, looks like Cyberman Z. Yeah, it looks like Cyberman Zeto 2 here is the primary suspect. Is the primary subject here. I just realized all of these were not ever healed up from last time, but I'll get him as I go. He's going to come in here. And which one of you is holding the ball right now?
Carrick.
Carrick?
Character.
He is going to try to attack you and see if he can knock the ball out of your hands.
And the AC is 25, my combat maneuver AC is 33.
Hit out of all of us.
I'm the tank.
Alright.
He is essentially the tank.
26 versus kinetic AC. I believe that still hits.
Make me disarm something. It would be a combat maneuver, right? Like drop something.
Yeah. Alright.
Maneuver defense is 33.
Well, he's just gonna try to wallop you for right now.
Hit me, then he gets by 1, but he can't knock the thing out of my hand.
Yeah, just gonna try to.
Power armor arms latched around that.
All right. Got it.
Damage. Hitting me, he'll do damage, but if he was trying to knock the ball out of my hand, he would have missed.
Not he just went to bop you.
I'll bop you right in the nose.
If he just wanted to hit me, then he hit.
Yeah. So he hits.
So damage.
19 points of damage.
It is sucked up by my shield, and then I take 6 stamina points.
Alrighty. And it is your turn.
A move action, I will activate Miracle Worker and boost my AC by both my ACs by 2.
Alrighty. So that means you're sitting at 27 kinetic. Oh, is that right?
Yep, 27 kinetic.
Okay.
For tanky. And then as a standard action, I will have my... Wait. I need to check to see what kind of action that is. I think it's move action mode. Move action. Okay, and then I will take the took 1d6 shock damage from it hitting me with melee.
Alright, yeah, 20 versus AC. Yeah, that is versus kinetic. Yeah, that is going to hit. So you said 25 damage.
And don't forget, and he took 3 shock damage from hitting me with a melee attack.
Okay. That's the standard. Is there anything else you... Oh. Alright, you...
My move action was do miracle work to reduce my
so,
AC.
So that's your move and your standard action. How about a swift? Got anything for a swift?
Grenade. Helps.
Alright.
Think so.
Okay. Akiri.
I want to death ball the middle entire of the area so I can hit each and every one of them.
Okay then. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right. So 10. So 10 radius, like right around in there.
Just 10-foot radius.
All right. So yeah, that will get all of those in a cluster there. So 19 points of damage to everybody except Z2. Give me a moment here. Because I've got to...
Oh, you were just out of range.
I gotta... Yeah, I gotta reset HP for everything, because... silly me, forgot I would be reusing these. Silly me, forgot I'd be reusing these. Didn't think to, boost everybody up. Okay, so let's see. Z1 takes 19. Z 19. Z4 19. 19. And no 19. All right. Got anything else?
I want to intimidate them.
All right, I will let you use your remaining actions to try to intimidate one of them.
Be like, there'll be more where this came from. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay, so of course, since they are in a hostile situation, they're a little bit harder to scare than they normally would be. But this one in particular, since he's the closest one to you, and he's just seeing, he just got shocked, rocked, and saw all of his fellows get rather a bit toasted. Not that happy right now. Goober.
Let's see if I... How can I get all of these people in a single line attack? Let me just... Here.
Come over here, you can hit...
I can still hit these 4, which I'm good at, so I'm just gonna, like... Goober puts his hands together, creates this small little key ball, puts his hands back, the key ball starts to get compressed even more, and more, and more. See? Breaker!
Galaxy Breaker!
I would love if you said Kiko Ho.
Alrighty.
No, Nutter Butter!
Alright, and I think that for Z, Z1, Z3, and Z4, I'm trying to remember if that has like any saves attached to it. Give me a quick second to double check that.
So my Constitution modifier, which it's Constitution half level, so
I mean, it's 19 points each.
For-
It's not going to kill them all, but
I'm going to burn. I forgot to do this because I should have done this, but I'm going to burn an additional 5 more key points.
oh, good grief. Well, roll 5d6 more.
The Galaxy Breaker is Goober's new technique. Try it out.
No more flurry of goober.
Flurry of Goober is still a thing. It's just this one is more used for groups.
Okay, so 38. So I've got some reflex saves to roll.
I have to roll against. Let's see. I used 4 key points, so that's additional. So they have to beat a 21.
All right, Z1. Does not make it. Cyberman.
You too?
Cyberman Z does not make it.
Jesus. Goober, what did we do?
What happens when someone decides to leave 2 Saiyans? Again, Goober wanted to test out his new
2
technique.
Saiyans?
I'm sorry. A Space Warrior and a Fragosian work together.
Z3 dies.
Everything. Oh no, I also took down half a building.
Oh, and guess what? Z4 dies.
Oh, so this one's still alive?
Yeah, Z2 was not a part of the blast, nor was Z5.
Eh.
So they happened to survive.
Basic response out of that, but yeah, that's my go.
And in the wake of this horror show, up steps Roma.
Roma.
Hang-
Roma.
hang on a second.
Roma.
Let me check
Roma.
the distance here. Yeah, she's got it. She's got enough speed where she can just whoop, zip right up here.
I'm just imagining the scene from One Punch Man where the mole thing is tunneling through the ground just to find Saitama's face.
All right.
Yeah.
She's moved forward, and as a matter of she's going to go ahead and use her swift action to she's going to go ahead and burn 9 key points. Or she's going to go ahead and burn 3 power points, 3 key points rather. And then just pop it.
Oof.
Okay, so 22 points of damage here. Not enough to kill it, but this one's not looking that happy. Rabe is is going to come right over here, close by Carrick. Okay. I got the okay. She's going to go over here, pretty close by Goober, but she's not going to go too much farther. She saw what her loving boyfriend did, and she's going to do much the same thing. So,
yeah, I taught her Galaxy Breaker.
Wait, I could teach Roma my techniques.
Yeah.
I didn't know until
and
me
off
this.
time you can't. Well, I think you weren't here during the session where we did during the filler session.
I am teaching you Hellzone Grenade, Roma.
All right. We'll work with that on another time. But yeah, Rabe cups her hands, charges up, kind of flips into. As a matter of fact, you know what? Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and let me find it here. She's gonna go ahead and flip over into her powered up form and just charge her hands up.
For Galaxy Breaker.
Yeah, and she'll go, Galaxy Breaker! And she is also done enough to
Cyberman's doing it.
Like,
yeah.
That Cyberman is amazing.
Dang it. It's well, actually, here's the thing. Even though it's not quite as good as, not quite necessarily as strong as what Goober's was, it's still enough to erase it.
like,
Is that
I think
your
that's-
tale, or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah. and not long at, and just as soon as she does that, she powers down out back into her normal form. Goober's tail straightens. Wing, shwing.
oh, it's just like,
Oh, your does that too?
There is a Cyberman remaining. He is really, really scared because he just saw all of his friends
Die.
get blown up twice over. All his friends are
Yeah, he's fighting
all of
it.
his friends are dead, and they don't like him anymore. So he's going
Cool.
to kind of try to run away here. You get an attack of opportunity, Carrick. Yeah, you caught that too, exactly. And even if you don't make it, guess who else gets an attack of opportunity? Akili does. So you know what? Go ahead,
Our
both
story.
of you. Go ahead and both of you roll it.
Just rolling a regular attack.
Both of you roll. Both of you roll me the attack of opportunity. Just a basic attack, basic melee.
Basic melee. Punch.
All right. Okay. Carrick kind of punches and hits the jump just the right time, so goes up, flying up into the air, kind of like a shoryuken, and then Akili just flies up a little bit and just slams him down Tien volleyball fist style.
Yes.
welcome to the slam.
And between the damage for both of those,
And the damage I did before.
he's dead.
Now, no other Cybermen will know our story.
On the remnants of their bodies, you do of course see that these Cybermen did have the same kind of techno-organic lipstick print on their cheeks that the previous ones had.
Carrick, I have an idea. Is there any way you can bring them back with cybernetics and have them on our side? Mad science it.
Yeah, sure. How much money do you have for me to do this?
Just scrap metal, anything.
Well,
They don't have to be well done. We can upgrade them later.
right. Well,
Pay me to do this for you?
keep in mind that the Cybermen Z themselves are organic. The only thing technological that you can see on them is that lipstick print. You are welcome to study that to see what exactly is going on with it.
So we take a corpse and then you get to study it.
We're just gonna look at like Rave, just like, That was so hot.
Keep it in your pants. This is a Christian server,
But-
Minecraft server.
Okay, that's much more useful in combat. That cyborg thing is much more useful in combat.
Harask?
Cyborg Trask.
Excuse me? Did I just hear a cyborg Tarask?
God.
Tarek's next project, a big mech cyborg Trask.
Fuck off, no.
His ship transforms into it.
No.
Alright, so
The
let's see.
terror
We have
of Mecha
three out,
Tarask.
have 3 out of 7 Dragon Balls.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That reminds me. As a result of this battle, you got a Dragon Ball. I did not mean to do that.
Ball. It was one of the ones you already had, but still.
No, it's the 2-star ball.
It again.
What?
Oh, he tried to make a joke. Never. Okay. We have the 1-star and 4-star and now 2
No,
stars. So we have.
I accidentally hit it twice. I didn't mean. I really did not mean to hit it twice.
And when you hit it twice, I said we picked up one from our bag. Oh.
You picked up the same one.
Okay. I have.
Yeah. So I will say that you put that into your bag. So you may go ahead and update your notes accordingly.
Can we just say the droid is our bag of holding?
Right. Well, what I will say is that also because of all the various different things that you have, like especially Carrick's projectile motorcycle, that you do have at least amongst your dino caps, you do have a bag that can in fact contain the Dragon Balls. You can still sense its energy with the searcher in there, but
It's captured in a special compartment in my power armor.
yeah, in a capsule compartment. Yeah.
I keep the capsule in a small compartment in my power armor.
All right. Flying
gonna
up
keep
and
the
looking around
Cybermen?
for any signs of the twin fangs approaching. You can sense them like way far out in the distance, but they don't seem to be getting any closer to you. They're not heading in your direction right now.
Alright, so let's see here. We have.
Yeah, were you going to? I mean, were you going to like study the lipstick print to try and figure out what's going on with the Cybermen there?
Oh, well, I can take a sample of the lipstick print, but I'm not taking the entire Cyberman.
Okay. What I'd like you to do then,
Physical science or life science?
roll computers for this. Okay, yeah. With that computers check on there, here's what you know about this. It's the lipstick print. Is partially actual lipstick, but there's also very intricate circuitry in there, and a little solid state chip with a aggression protocol. With an aggression protocol hardwired into it. It's why it was so hard to actually render the Cybermen scared all that much until you like absolutely obliterated the Cybermen Z. Because this program is designed, for one thing, to absolutely up their aggression to the maximum level possible, and also to make them completely subservient to whomever has programmed the chip.
Salvage the program from this?
You can take a look at the program for it. In fact, with that role, I will say that you have managed to download that onto you have managed to contain that program in like a virtual machine so that you can safely examine it.
Like a car beeper thing, like.
I was thinking like if there's a way you could like disable them with like the lipstick thing, or like make your own. I don't know.
All right. At this point in time, it's going to take more investigation to try and get a harder crack on it. But at the very least, you know what it is, you know what it does. You know that it is something that is often used by operatives to kind of help create distractions or to get in their way. It's something that operatives tend to use a whole lot. In particular, operatives that are more inclined to use their physical assets as much as their brains.
How'd she get past Lemaxian security? They don't have dicks.
My God.
She's a master of seduction.
Maybe she read the same book that Joanne Mossel did. I don't know.
No, she found a way.
All right.
Okay, so any more Dragon Ball signals nearby?
All right. Not from this particular zone, but the city that you were in initially is pretty well equidistant from every other major village on Tohinga, so you might get a better signal from there.
Okay, shall we head back?
But let's also watch our asses, considering I think that woman is following us.
Should we lay a trap for the bodies? If she wants to collect them and try to reuse them.
Cool. I just look at the ashes. I don't think there's a lot of things she can bring back.
I don't think they're... Are they ashes?
Well, for all of the ones except for the one that you and Carrick punched into the ground, there's nothing left.
See, we have one. We have one we can use. And I just pick it up and I'm just wiggling it like, see, this is the one we can use.
Okay, then.
Looking around, his arm pops out and just falls to the floor.
Even better.
Okay, then. If you want to set up some kind of trap for this, I'm going to need engineering rolls.
You're the better of engineering out of all of us, Mr. Mr. Bike Thrower.
6.
All right, you have made a very serviceable trap for anyone who would want to recover this body. Although the Namekian that was right there, that was holding the bar, really kind of questions why you're doing this, because it's a dead body. Why?
That's what they wanted you to do. Why did you have me do that?
She might want it back. How else does she keep getting these? We never...
There's a factory on this
Track the
planet
other
that's
ones.
making them.
Wait, is there literally is there a factory that's making them?
What you all right.
Are you taking anything I used off the body?
Yeah, there's not a factory that's making on them because they're more of a cultivated product. Yeah, they're more kind of grown than produced. I mean they're plant people.
So they might be used as fertilizer later on.
Plant people. Look like
Yeah,
Blade.
and what was that engineering check for?
To disarm the trap and take anything I use that off that. We don't need to trap the body.
Oh yeah. With that, you easily managed to dismantle it with no ill effects.
Take the fun out of everything.
All right.
And I insert the smart into it.
And yeah. All right. And okay, so you end up you end up back in the main city there. And of course Count Tard meets you there. And enough time has passed. You can see smoke coming out from Amethyst's place there, and Counter said, Amethyst is a really good engineer and blacksmith and artificer. She wanted to let you know that she has already finished. So
Wow.
you might want to go ahead and go in and see her.
Sweet.
All right. So into Amethyst Artifice we go. And anyone who watched the Funimation dub of Dragon Ball Z probably has recognized this music by now.
I do recognize
It's the
it.
android's theme.
See what I did there?
This is Dr. Duro's lab, I can't remember.
Yeah. Alright, so Amethyst and Forge come out and meet you at... Yeah, come out and meet you. Actually, they come out and meet you at the... I mean, if you want to come into the Forge, you can. Just keep in mind that it's really freaking hot in there. Amethyst and Forge seem to be alright there. But if you're going to come into the Forge room, I'm going to need everybody to make fortitude saves.
Okay.
Our armor do anything?
Does your armor have any kind of heat resistance built in?
Resistance? I'm quite used to being in hot workshops and stuff. I mean, I too am an engineer.
All right. So, yeah, for all of you, it's warm, but not unbearably so. For Carrick in particular, and also somehow for Rabe, it's absolutely NBD.
What?
No big deal. Yeah, for the rest of you, it's pretty doggone warm in there, but it's manageable. Like you can definitely tell like a perceptible heat in the room there. But for Carrick and Rabe, they seem to be taking the heat particularly well. Carrick, because of his own experiences. As an engineer.
I've been in metal shops a lot.
Right. And Rabe, probably because of her unusual aura.
She was forged in the heart of the stars, and she's actually Mjolnir.
I thought she was forced by dwarves.
Alright.
Star.
So, yeah, Amethyst and Forge. Forge comes over to you and rolls over to you eagerly and goes, "Hi! So you got the message from Counter, did you?"
Yep.
Great! Excellent! And Amethyst comes forward. She's got the sword in the hands, and she comes up to you, Akili.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what she gives you. This is the upgrade to the sword Amethyst. She has upgraded it from a tactical dueling sword to a buzzblade dueling sword. With...
Can cave.
All right. What that means for you is that its damage goes up by 1 die, so it's 2d6 slashing. But there's also on the blade, very close to the guard, a purple crystal that has been embedded into it. Amethyst says, "This crystal here is a key capacitor. It is designed for people like yourself, who have the ability to manipulate their own life force as weaponry." What
Just take this sword and I just feel for it. Just
what this will do for you is it will empower your sword with your key. And mechanically, as you can see, what that means for you is, as a swift action at any time, you can either activate or deactivate the key capacitor crystal. What that does is it trades out 1d6 of damage for 1d6 of force damage. So it still does 1d6 slashing, but it also does 1d6 of force energy damage. When you do this, your attacks target energy AC instead of kinetic AC.
Oh, that's so good.
And as a swift action at any time, you can either activate it or deactivate it. So if you want to go just straight up cutting with the Buzzblade, you can, or you can power it with your key, and basically you have Trunk's sword now.
yes.
In Tapion's sword?
No, I mean Trunk's sword, because that makes no sense. And keep in mind, this is coming from someone who loves movie 13.
I was saying that was the Hiragon or whatever it's called movie.
Rotagon, or whatever, yeah.
It's H something.
So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and give that to you as an all journal there now, so that you can see that on there. And what I recommend is you can just edit the attack that you have right now to be the 2d6, and then we'll add in a different one that goes against energy that has 1d6 slashing, and then as a special 1d6 of force. So
amazing.
all right. So she does rather quick work on here, and she has upgraded your sword one step higher into being a Buzzblade dueling sword.
Like, he looks jealous. Like, he's looking at his gloves, and he looks at the sword like, oh.
Do you have 2,000 credits?
Oh, and Amethyst kind of shifts over and is like, "Oh, do you also have the ability to use weaponry such as this?"
I can use my fists. Oh, I'm not like him. I don't use swords. I pretty much punch everything.
So maybe gauntlets or
Give me a sec.
brass
Give me a
knuckles.
second. Yeah. Give me a second because I wanna.
What am I thinking of? Tiger claws? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, like a cestus or something. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, hang on a second, cause.
Because I'm like, give me a minute. I know there's more, not like sword weapons, and
All right.
it's like fist weapons too.
Actually, yeah. Right. And actually, yes, there are powered gauntlets on there that you might be able to use. How much money do you have?
1,000 credits.
How much?
At 3,300.
3,000.
Oh.
3,300. Okay. The thing is that what I'm looking at to give you is like 16,000.
Okay,
Of course, it's also a level 10 item, so it's a little. You know what? Actually, I'm
daggers.
gonna do something.
Ask like something for Goober, like, okay, can you? And he pulls off his gauntlet. He pulls off his gloves and just like points to the crystal. Can you embed that in these?
Oh, the key capacitor? The key capacitor? Absolutely, I can do that. Give me one moment. This should not take very long. And she goes, and she and Forge go over to the table. Forge goes over to the jars over there, finds the right materials, brings it over. It's not very, very long that she's able to create together the purple crystal, and she embeds that into the gloves. And your gloves now also have the ability of key capacitance.
Hey!
So
Key capacitor buddies, fist bump.
and there's like
Fist
there's
bump.
like this little playful spark between them, not damaging to anything, just kind of a little sparking energy between the two as you do that. So yeah, what that means is also the same thing as the key capacitor in the sword. You can activate it to allow one of your dies of damage to be energy instead of to be energized, and then that goes against energy AC instead of kinetic. So basically it will be you basically have key powered strikes without the additional power. It's basically like the key strike without them. All right.
Without the key.
All right. Any chance I could work?
Red Star Rifle and Yellow Star Rifle.
Yeah. Well, give me a moment here, because we might be able to work something out here. Give me a moment.
I don't know why you need rifles.
Oh yeah.
The power armor.
The plasma.
Because my power armor has a weapon mount on my shoulder that can hold a rifle.
I thought you already had a weapon on it.
Goober like poke Amethyst on the shoulder as she's finished working on the gloves.
Right.
You should probably not do that.
Here.
Amethyst goes, yes. Can I help you any further?
I was about to ask, would you like to be sponsored by our team?
Explain, please.
Like, since we're essentially wielding your crafts around, maybe we could, I don't know, like, spread the word around, get you more business.
All right. Yeah, Amethyst considers it for a little while, and you can kind of see it processing in her head, and ultimately she says, having crunched the numbers in rapid succession, I do not see any reason why this would be anything but an economic boon, and I heartily accept your offer.
Great! For our future business together.
And with what you were asking about Carrick, upgrading your red star plasma rifle to a yellow star. That would be a little much, because yellow star plasma rifle is like 1,600. But let me see if there's anything that I can do to help out with that, since we're doing since she is very adept in weapon fusions. Oh, you want to work together with her to upgrade the Red Star plasma rifle.
Yeah.
How much money do you have?
Hobby, get your butt in this game right now.
Oh, hey, Hobby.
Hey,
Fuck you, I'm in the car.
all right.
Whoever I sent the message to, I literally just got work and driving home.
It's okay. You've been It's okay. Phoenix has been talking to his new girlfriend.
It's alright.
What was that?
Don't worry about it.
You know, that's just gonna make you worry more.
Just focus on driving safely. I promise nothing bad's gonna happen to Phoenix.
I'm not touching my phone. I have a Bluetooth headset I'm talking to you guys with.
All right. Well, if you get into a wreck while you're on the phone here, I'm not taking responsibility. I want that on
I
recording.
get into a wreck called 911.
All right.
I don't know where you live.
But yeah, in 2012. Yeah, that might still be a little much to upgrade the weapon to a Red Star, but again, because she's very well adept in weapon fusion, in placing fusion seals and fusion gems in here. I'll tell you what you can do for that much. She's willing to work with you to add an additional weapon fusion to your existing rifle for free. And let me see, what would be a good weapon fusion for this? Let's see, the Red Star rifle as it is does burn D4 on a critical and 1d10 base damage. Let me see what would be a good boost here for you. I know. I think I know what would be a good one to go with for you in this case.
Roadkill.
Let's see. Nope, never mind. That didn't do what I thought it would. Live, everybody. This is why I had the book.
Buddy.
The book. The book.
The book!
Kelly, we have to not tell we cannot tell Phoenix about this, or else he'll get very jealous.
Shh.
About what?
Nothing.
Tell him we cannot tell him
Out of
this.
character, what are you talking about?
Okay, out of character, we found this amazing weaponsmith who makes amazing weapons at the cheap.
So upgraded Hikeli's new sword, so it's a lot more powerful.
I have Trunks' sword now.
Well, considering Phoenix's weapon is his solar energy, I doubt that person could do anything.
She could.
You could try.
Okay, Carrick? She is going to work with you to add wounding to your weapons. What this does is it causes your weapon to gain the wounding critical effect in addition to the fire damage that it has whenever it does a critical hit. So that way, whenever you do a critical hit, then the weapon not only burns, not only does additional fire damage, it also has one of the many different wound effects based on the table that is rolled. So, say for instance, you roll a critical hit, and then on an additional d20 roll, you roll a 12. What that does is, unless a reflex save is made, the target is lost an eye and has a -2 to perception.
And you type
Oh, why?
so that's formatted easier if I can just read it through.
Yeah.
If he uses this against us in the tournament, is that essentially illegal?
Yeah, it's not going to be tournament legal by any means, but in an actual combat situation, this is going to be.
Fists only.
The stun setting just gives you a black eye.
Yeah, and it also takes your eye with you.
And I am about to. Yeah, you can negate this by firing on. You can negate that condition by firing on stun. Yeah. That is the link there for the wound condition for your own purposes. Alright.
Okay.
So yeah. Now Carrick's weapon, you work alongside Amethyst, and you are able to add wounding to your weapon.
Touch, and you look at each other longingly, but then you realize you're
have a
taken.
girlfriend.
Let's not. All right.
Oh, and by the way, yes, Amethyst does have the ability to improve Solarian weapon crystals.
Hey, you hear that, Hobby?
Improve, not give.
Right.
It'll make it better.
You should already have one, so it's just a matter of, bumping up your weapon to something a little bit better.
I don't have any crystals.
So she'll give us one, or you'll have to pay for one.
Well, the Solarian's weaponry kind of largely goes around this crystal, so you would already have one, even if you never did put it into your sheet.
All right. Okay. I just look at Forge and just like, Forge, I have a question for you.
Yes. What's the question?
Like, I'm being married to, and I point behind me to Rabe. Like, any rings or anything?
You know what? Yeah, because you have the sponsorship with her, they are going to help you discover a nice ring that would be suitable for her. What color would you like the stone to be?
Like 1 yellow. 2 yellow.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just gonna ask Rabe what type of color would she want her ever.
I should probably do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, all right. As far as Roma is concerned, she is not particularly fond of yellow, since yellow reminds her of being forced to become a Super Saiyan, even though she does use it as a utility. She's more into darker colors like purple and black and stuff like that. Rabe,
God.
very appropriately, Rabe's favorite color is green.
It's like, okay, yeah, I have to ask this before because essentially I was literally thinking of emerald diamonds or something, or emeralds for her.
All right. So yeah, they do help you find suitable engagement rings for your two significant others.
I will need a purple.
Also, no, Roma does not hate Achilles' forehead.
I was like, no, like as I imagine, like this is the conversation between Kelly and Goober. It's like, no, she doesn't hate your forehead. I mean, come on, I'm pretty sure another part of you has to be yellow.
My belly.
My neck, my back, never mind.
Look what we have done to our GM.
Yes, I have become a perverted of woman. I am Rule 63 Master Roshi, and I'm not even old yet.
Myrtle, I saw her poop. She knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Right. But yeah, so yeah, as far as yeah, once you do manage to bring Phoenix over to help get things, all of your stuff updated and whatnot. Yeah, she is able to help. Yeah, she is able to help update things. So give me a moment.
Is her upgrade? Alright, so good. Alright, so Kelly.
Who will get who will have who says one ring to rule them all.
She can create, and she is also good at repairing and upgrading.
What would the save be for thing?
Save be for what?
I'd assume fortitude.
Is it fortitude?
The DC of the save.
I thought it would be reflex.
For what?
For the stun?
This stuff.
For the wounding?
Yeah, for the wound. Yeah, for the wounding.
Oh!
There's actually a table that has what, because all the various different things have different saves for the wounds. Give me a moment. Give me a quick moment, and I will pull up what the save, and I will get you notes of what the saves are.
Jesus, fuck.
Okay.
Oh.
It depending on what it is, it's either going to be reflex or fortitude. The general one has no save. The 1 through 10.
Yes, I know what the save types are. What's the DC? What do they have to beat to not get the effect?
It doesn't say. So I'm just gonna say it's,
Damage?
You know what? We'll do it. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
I'm just going
It'll
to
probably be something like 10 plus half your level plus dex.
There probably is something on that listed
or something
somewhere in that on there. I am. It's weapon, special property, and critical. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything anywhere that specifically says anything to that effect of what the actual save DCs are going to be, but I will figure that out at some point later.
What about just How about damage dealt or half damage dealt?
I'm sorry.
That'd be a very fucking high DC, and that
I'm sorry. Ask that again. Oh wait. I see the DC. Yeah, in the book here, it is for the special properties. It is 10 plus half the item's level, which I believe for the
Upgrade to like
for the wounding fusion
8
was
item, I
like
guess.
level. Yeah, for the weapon fusion, it's like level 8.
Carrick has basically become a Spartan.
Oh no, you don't even
No,
realize the worst
no,
of
it's
it.
level it's a level 7 fusion, so 10 plus 3 for the item level plus 1 of your ability
base
modifier
level-
that you use for the attack.
No dex.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the level of the gun originally.
Yeah.
Level of the gun or just
I will also add in the level of the gun since it is a mod to the gun.
of 13, so that's 10 plus. So
okay.
Is that a bicycle wheel?
That was a door opener.
Goober will totally not steal her bacon. She doesn't have any bacon, but she does have muffins.
Center button.
She does have muffins.
so
Yeah,
now
well-
it's there.
All right.
20.
All right. There we go. All right.
You guys haven't even realized the worst part of this yet.
Fuck's sake.
I've
what?
been using the weapon wrong. Weapon, not a one-shot weapon.
Well,
Okay.
you mean what? It uses 2 charges whenever it fires. You mean is that what you were referring to?
It's a line that hits anything in its line.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Just gonna roll perception for Goober to look for the fabled muffin button.
Go ahead. There is not a muffin button. However, Forge has come out of the blacksmithing on there, and says, "Oh, I see you are admiring the muffins. It is a favorite pastime of Mistress Amethyst when she is not busy crafting to make muffins. She cannot eat them herself, but
Yes!
people like."
I crit made a cupcake button.
I hate to tell you this.
Cupcake muffin?
I hate to tell you this, but
Misspelled that.
engineering is not what you would use for that.
You don't make
It is a valiant role, but while cooking is closely related to science, engineering is not what you would use to craft a cupcake muffin. Cupcake button.
To make that, I misspelled it. Cupcake button, not a muffin.
Cupcake button.
Is there any...
You
cupcake?
just like watching the world burn, don't you?
Well, I like
Like-
cupcake. I like
so,
cupcakes.
like- Goober is just gonna like grab a muffin, put it in his mouth, like,
Where are the cupcakes?
does it taste like? I need to know.
You remember the last time you got decked in the face and got cut open and you tasted your own blood and there was that little coppery taste on your mouth for quite some while. It's very similar to that.
Jesus Christ.
It was in the call right now.
Is this private? Should I bail?
Let's see.
Like, as I eat the muffin, just just puts his head in his mouth, like, reaching around, feeling if there's, like, blood coming out of his mouth or anything. Like, is there, like, razor blades in this?
No, I mean, it's not cutting
Oh.
up your mouth. It just, there's that same metallic kind of flavor.
Have you been
Oh.
forgetting to brush your teeth?
Looks at the muffin, looks at Kelly, hands him another muffin. Eat this. Please tell me.
Do it.
No, I want cupcakes. This is a muffin.
Muffin tastes like metal.
Is it
Cupcake-
heavy metal?
Aren't cupcakes just muffins with makeup?
It's your one-way ticket to midnight. Call it heavy metal.
Fine, master.
What do I feel like it's made with, like... What's the liquid metal called again?
Mercury.
No, it doesn't taste like mercury. Also, hi,
Yeah, mercury.
Okay.
Right.
Just like he just like bends down, looks at Forge. Like metal.
All right, give me a second here because I gotta do.
Okay, it's been a second.
While you're here, Phoenix suddenly pops in.
Oh, hey, you're back from the well.
I've mastered teleportation.
Phoenix walks in, finds out that you have another Dragon Ball, and this little guy comes up to you and goes, "Hi, I'm Forge. What is your name?"
I am Death.
Hi, Death. Nice to meet you.
His name is Phoenix. Don't listen to him. He's just a wise ass.
And death.
Hey, don't speak for me.
Okay.
And Amethyst comes over there and goes, "Oh, there's another one of you that's shown up. Hello, my name is Amethyst."
Phoenix, for once in your life, please show respect to this person.
Don't. Please don't.
All right. And she
She looks weak.
yeah. She takes a look at you and she notices that you have on you a Solarian weapon crystal, and she just she mentions your fellows here have gotten upgrades to their particular weapon.
Don't worry, got till Mrs. Roboto.
This is gonna
I
get
kind of
you
wanted to be the.
fucking punched.
I kind of want to be the annoying voice in his head.
Goober, get in a position.
Yes?
For those talking out, we are technically recording this. Please do not say anything.
Okay, then. Sorry.
Yes. If you, I appreciate you being in here and listening. You are welcome to go to twitch.tv/casualshadowjr and watch from that way. So that way you can actually also see what's going on.
It's just gonna he remembers that he cannot waste muffins. It is his essential religious right to the other girls, so he doesn't have to eat all of them by himself.
All right.
Roma, don't. It will hurt your teeth.
All right.
Well, it doesn't really.
Don't. It will hurt your teeth.
But
That's pretty
yeah.
stale.
What she does is, since she has updated everyone else's weapon on here, she notices that you have a Solarian weapon crystal on you, and she goes up to you and says, "Your fellows have gotten upgrades to their weapons. Would you like for me to upgrade yours as well?"
What is this robot talking about? See one?
She's an android.
Robot, android, same thing.
That
There is a distinct difference between robots and androids.
is racist.
Like,
there
for you
is
see-
a,
How is it racist by the time in the race?
just because I am manufactured does not mean I do not possess any form of emotion. I may not be very adept at expressing it, but I do possess emotion.
Oh wow, this person has more emotions than you do, Phoenix.
Oh, ow.
You,
Oh, ouch.
you, me, fighting Marina.
Ouch. Oh. Oh, somebody grab the aloe vera, because that was a burn.
It was a very bad burn.
I am not so certain that I would be willing to upgrade your weapon anymore. You remind me of my brother. He is, I believe the term would be, a bit of a prick.
Just a bit. I'm pretty sure I'm a gigantic prick.
That much is obvious. And Amethyst heads back into the forge.
And suddenly a trapdoor opens under Phoenix.
Yeah.
It's like, wait. I'm just gonna look at Kelly like, you know what to do with him. I walk over to like her like, okay. Since you mentioned brother,
Yes, I do possess a brother. Well, I suppose not in the traditional organic sense, but a brother to me nonetheless.
Are you sure you have just one? I'm sure you have thousands by now.
I am not talking to you.
I
I am no longer willing to converse with you. she says to Phoenix, and she leads you out into the living room over to a picture by the wall out here. And of course Forge follows along with her because Forge is her drone. So she leads you out into the living room. Everyone.
Hey.
Ooh, couch.
And she points to the picture, and in that picture, you see a guy who looks a little bit like this.
So Phoenix with blue hair.
Probably a lot more emotion.
This is my brother, Sapphire.
Oh.
Sapphire. He was constructed around the same time that I was, and he is designated DB1989.
So he's sorta like your twinsy?
In a manner of speaking, you could say that.
Happened to him.
The mayor
He is also adept at weapons crafting, smithing, and artificing, though not quite to the same degree that my skills have developed.
I thought you were gonna say he was adept at being a dick, but
That is also accurate.
Sounds like I'll get right along with him.
I don't know why. I'm literally getting these vibes after that. I fucking hate the fact that I played this game. That it just like.
I would also like to point out that despite the naming convention for these two, no, I don't watch Steven Universe.
I feel like you did.
I don't.
literally lapis lazuli, and then there's the androids 17, 16 were.
If that was 18.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to have a consistent naming convention for them, much like I have for everything else, pretty much. But I didn't want to go the cliche of numbers.
Alright.
Are you their long lost brother?
What?
Like, Goober is just like, where is he located? Is he on Earth 7 or something?
I have not been in communication with my brother in quite some time.
Like a prick.
Well, that is part of the reason, but also I do not have any knowledge of where he is. The last time that I heard, he was heading out into space looking for freelance work.
Ah.
Yeah. Whereas I ended up here and ended up being quite valued by the Lamaxians that reside here. I do not know if he will have the same kind of luck that I have had, seeing as how his skills do not quite compare to mine.
How long has it been since you spoke with your brother?
It has been a couple years.
Maybe it's time you try to rekindle your relationship with your brother.
I have attempted to do so. I cannot seem to get a hold of him for some reason.
Could be like, I don't know, working for other people. Anyway, for our friend Phoenix, he's a bit of a prick.
Yeah, but
You could
Or
be
since his
your
girlfriend left
brother.
him.
wherever he is, he has not been responding to my attempts at communication.
Are you worried about him?
For lack of a better phrase, it could be said that that is accurate.
Well, if you ever need us to help you out, just message us, and I give her the contact information.
I appreciate your concern. Thank you.
If you're sponsoring us, we at least have to help you out.
Alright. And she goes back. She looks at Phoenix and says, "Hand over you. I will do you a kindness this once. Please hand over your weapon crystal, and I will return it to you once it has been sufficiently upgraded."
I hesitantly hand her the crystal.
All right. She and Forge both roll back into the blacksmith. I am not that mean. I am not that mean. As funny as it would be, I am not that mean.
What stuff do they have to upgrade?
Yeah, I mean, Robbie and Roma, they don't have any special equipment aside from the robots that you made for her.
Hey,
I thought for a second it was like at least we could add the key crystals into like raw-based bracers or something.
All right. You know what? Here's what I will say on this. The engagement rings that you gave them, the crystals that are of the chosen colors, purple and orange for Roma and green for Rabe, are also key capacitors.
hey.
Okay. For some reason, I was gonna make the joke. Oh God, they have kyber crystals. Run!
All right. Phoenix, what you are getting out of this, if you scroll down to table 710 on that particular webpage on there, you are going to be getting the photon crystal miner. The minor photon crystal. What that does is that adds 1d6 of fire damage to your attacks, and on critical hits you get burn 1d6.
Oh, there's lightsabers.
Sonic energy is a weapon strike, adding fire damage and potential burns at target.
Yeah, you get 1d6 additional fire damage to your attacks with that particular one using that particular weapon crystal, and any critical hits get 1d6 burn, get 1d6 additional burn.
So I get what?
All right.
Minor photon.
Yeah. Criticals.
That's one.
Yeah, critical attacks will get the burning condition of 1d6. What that means is that whenever you hit a critical, whatever you punch is on goddamn fire.
Those are should make it better.
Impressive.
And they have to make a they will take 1d6 fire 1d6 burn damage every turn unless they can make a reflex save of 10 plus the fire damage that they took.
I feel like we're gonna fight a really hard boss soon.
Fighting a whole bunch of other people.
This is Jeremy. You're
JR.
This is Jur. Casual Jur.
JR, you know, like the former WWE announcer, who is also an Oklahoman. And that is about the only thing he and I have in common.
That's it.
And he's gonna start charging his energy.
Are you really gonna try to go Super Saiyan inside her house?
Outside, and I'm going to politely ask Robbie just to measure my energy.
Want to try to charge it
Alright.
into your new gauntlet?
Well, since we got all this taken care of, what I'll do is I will go ahead and bring you all back outside then.
Oh hey, you're back out of the well again.
Hey.
All right, so you're trying to charge this energy to what end?
Charging my energy. If I could focus it into the gauntlets, then
Well, once you put the gauntlets back on earlier, they would have attuned to your energy, much like how when Kaylee received the sword back, the capacitor would have been charged with his energy. I'm going to say that you actually would infuse the capacitor with your own energy when at the same time that you're using the swift action to activate it, because in that end that kind of works much like the key strike power. Right.
Die.
this position, and I'm pretty sure Cooper doesn't want to learn how to use weapons.
You could get a dagger.
Dagger. I want to punch things.
But you could punch them really sharply.
Brass.
That's what he learns the Keyblade for. The Spirit Sword thing.
What do you think I have?
A metal sword?
All right.
No, it's a key sword.
Blade from Vegito.
Okay, but Cooper is gonna try to see if he can push against the wall.
Yeah, Achilles' new sword is very much more like Trunks' sword. Really, at this point. Yeah, I am going to.
What is this music?
This is music
like
from
Dragon
from
Quest
Dragon
thing.
Ball Super. Its name is Like That Cloud.
It
It's
feels
kind
like Legend of Zelda.
it's very calm.
It's very relaxing.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I just-
I mean, this would have been from like some of the quieter slice of life kind of stuff.
Yeah.
If you could see me smile, there'd be a big smile on my dumb face.
All right, so
Get angry at this
Hmm.
being played.
yeah. Since you do have some time on there, I am going to have allow Akili to teach Roma the Hellzone grenade.
I am teaching you Hellzone Grenade, Roma.
Okay, so let me copy over all the information on this.
Terrible thing.
Hmm?
Terrible.
Am I gonna be the first Super Saiyan to have a tail?
No, Bardock. He was a brilliant scientist.
he was an
on
average warrior,
canon.
but a brilliant scientist.
Look at how well he punches these things. He must be a brilliant scientist.
Well, I am working on this fake moon thing.
Had the turn golden.
I turned
Okay,
golden
yeah.
at level 15.
It's level 15.
I thought we were still going OOC.
No. But is gonna like walk up to Rabe. Can you teach me how to go super space warrior?
Well, when you were charging up your energy earlier, you still felt that wall there. And it's every time that you charge up to there, that wall feels increasingly thinner, but it's still holding strong. It feels like there might have to be something really critical happen before you're able to break through. I mean,
Why is it soft?
Rabe is willing to try and teach you, but every time that you're getting close to there, it's like when Gohan was trying to teach Trunks how to go Super Saiyan, and the history of
Just
Trunks
get really
movie.
mad.
You know, she's trying.
Remember to focus on like your lost an arm. You know, like how you kind of left me.
Just
Passive
believe me,
aggressive
that
comment.
sucks. All right, but yeah, it's much like that. You keep getting closer and closer to every time. You keep bringing up like that false Saiyan golden energy there, but that wall is still holding really, really firm.
Should I tell him my secret?
You mean the fact that you can transform because it's literally born into your race's DNA and comes naturally?
I know, but it's like he doesn't know, so it comes in through your belly, and then you just feel it go outwards.
No. Sometimes
just-
it feels more like a tingly feeling in the back.
Okay.
The wall is still holding.
Like, he's still trying to charge, and he's still continuing to try to push against that wall.
Roll me a fortitude save.
Yeah,
do I...
I broke a damn blood vessel.
You have tried so hard to power up that you have literally knocked yourself out.
Did what now?
You knocked yourself out.
You have used up so much energy trying to force your way through that wall that eventually you just run out of energy. Your aura just dissipates and you just go.
Carrick, call us chips so we can get him in the tube.
Well, you do still have sensu beans on hand.
Yes, but we don't want to waste the sensu beans. Well, we have a ship that has a tank.
Sensu bean. Yeah, you. Okay, yeah, you've. Carrick used wake up slap. It's super effective.
I have medical kits, but that's for like injuries.
Yeah. Carrick just goes over to Goober and just goes.
Ah!
It's like quit being a pussy and wake up.
Get your ass up, laddie.
I'm fine. Shut up.
Past noon, get your life together.
Wake up! Orange Dragon, wake up! It's past noon. Get your life together already.
So does he need key at all?
He is saying genetic start kicking in once he wakes up and he's able to get up and moving around, but it doesn't look like you're going to be getting anywhere with trying to go Super Saiyan here anytime today.
Can I try to transform into my third level?
All right. As I recall, let me remind myself here.
Until like.
Let me remind
10th?
myself here. Yeah. Yeah. Third form is 10th level. So.
Ah, I'm 2 more away.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Okay. So. Yeah. So.
I wanted to Chi-Chi doodle and be like, yeah, I did it early.
Right. Can you unlock your stand? No, this is not JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. God damn it.
Can I use this arrow and just stab myself a bunch of time to get unlimited stands?
Was I green or was I golden?
You were flat on your ass. That's what you were.
Pink.
Oh, okay.
Right, a new color to the records.
I mean, you have forced my hand here on this.
What? What'd I do? What?
You have forced my hand here on this with all this talk of JoJo, and because it is getting close for us time to wrap things up on this.
Yeah, just stab myself like with the arrow so I can get unlimited stands, and then
Okay,
put on the mask.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at Carrick like, okay, where is the nearest? Okay, let's look for a new ball.
Is it this way? Come on, Carrick. You got. What does it say, Carrick?
You know what I'm doing, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
And
way,
to be
William,
continued.
I'm so glad I did that.
Actually, in all seriousness, I think that's a good place to stop.
Wrecked.
So, this is a very productive day. Everybody's gotten upgrades on here. Like I said, for most of you you can add in like an additional attack where it's 1d6 or 1 die of damage and then 1 die of force damage alongside it. Yeah, so yeah, second fist on there. So that the 1d10. Yeah. Yeah, for the unarmed strike there, yeah, even if there's not an additional die of damage to it with the key capacitance, that still will charge. That still will actually hang on, because Goober, y'all are level 8. That should be a D12.
What?
That should be a D12. Although, for the sake of what we're doing here, and for the sake of making things easier on you with the key capacitance, Akili, Goober, instead of 1d12, make that 2d6. So that way you can have another attack where you can do 1d6, and then 1 additional d6 of energy damage that goes against EAC. So. Also, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but whenever you do your flurry of blows, you get 3 attacks now, minimum. Since that is a full attack, since that is a full attack action.
Boom, 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 boom,
Yep.
boom.
Alrighty.
Goober, that's the one thing about this. I could do 40 damage on a crit now.
Yeah, and by the way, for the flurry of blows, both for your unarmed and Hikili for your attacks on there, the key capacitance still will work for those attacks. So if you have activated the key capacitor, your flurry attack will go against EAC.
Ooh.
Oh, hey.
So this is what my plasma rifle is supposed to be shooting out.
Yeah, 40-foot line, yeah.
I've just been doing a 40-foot shot on one thing.
So Spartan laser, got it. Hellzone grenade.
Yeah. Which Roma now also has. In fact,
Show me what you got.
The wife who has Galaxy Breaker, or the other wife who has Hellzone Grenade.
Goal for
Mr. Joester.
for this things to hit. So if I roll an @20, all the things in the line get the wounded thing.
So we have the 4-star, 1-star, and 2-star.
Yep.
Each have 1 Sensumine.
Yep. Sensumine!
Sensumine!
It's just a roundabout.
Can I teach?
I just realized how far.
Prehensile tail.
Tail's a lot shorter than yours.
Space warrior tails are not built the same way. That's why it's a racial ability rather than a learned power. The prehensile tail for space warrior does have its own special capabilities, but they're not the same. I heard a restaurant down on Fifth Avenue as the 5-star. Wah, 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 wah.
Boo! Get off the stage.
How it actually just has the 5-star ball.
Galaxy Breaker Race compared.
All right.
Doesn't Namek have like giant fish and crabs?
Killing crab. I think I mentioned that like a few weeks ago when we had our last session. That one of your errant shots went by and killed a crab.
Oh yeah, and I'm super sad about it.
Killing crabs in the ocean. Kill it fast.
Killing fast.
Bang an explosion.
Yeah.
Name Killing Crabs.
Okay.
Logan.
All right. Well, thank you all for a great for another great session here. I am really glad of the dynamics that I was able to introduce here by finally bringing androids into this universe here. Although I did not quite expect for Phoenix to be a right bastard. I should expect it by now, but I still don't.
I'm always defying your expectations.
Most importantly, what I'm really, really happy about is the fact that no missed frames in Streamlabs OBS. So I'm very, very happy about that.
Ooh.
Yep.
So
They're usually pretty good about
I think
frames.
that while I am, while my life is going to be in a bit of an upheaval as of late, that I will be able to de-stress with some more streaming on here. So that makes me a very, very happy bird.
Hey, you have us.
Yeah, thank you for the follow. That brings me one step closer to trying to get back up to 75 followers. Once I get up to that, I have a special goal of playing Sailor Moon Another Story while dressed up in full Sailor Uranus regalia.
I got you, my dude.
All right. And for all those who were here, thank you so much for joining this. We'll be back with the Universe 13 in a couple of weeks. I will try and find other days to stream other things. Maybe I'll try to fire up XCOM 2 and start up the Shadow War anew. Maybe I'll bring in Fire Emblem. Or maybe I'll bring back Fortune Street, because I had a hell of a lot of fun doing that, and I miss getting to play Fortune Street. But as
just maybe we can do that one shot. I was essentially like building, but nobody decided to join.
What one shot?
I was gonna make a one shot that is essentially a side story to this.
Yeah, the kind of the flashback one shot. Yeah. All right.
Except we're all robots.
Yeah.
Flashback one shot is more.
All right.
You are hired by the Twin Fangs to do a job involving Fergusians.
All right.
And as we leave, keep all.
All right. Yeah. Thank you all for joining there. I've dropped all my various different related links in the chat for anybody who's in there and wants to look at that. I have a donation link. Thank you, Hobby, for the follow. There's a happy Eevee dancing around. The Eevees are very happy indeed. Thank you. All right. Nightbot has got the links up there in the chat of all the various different social things that I have. My Twitter, my Instagram, the Ko-fi account that I started just today to kind of tell.
Ko-fi.
Yeah, ko-fi.com/casualshadowjr. That's where you can kind of, if you feel so inclined, you can drop a few bucks to buy me a coffee, or more likely a couple cheeseburgers. And then, of course, my SoundCloud is on there as well. So, all my various different voice acting things, I may try to do something involving Amethyst and Sapphire this coming month. So,
Oh,
all right, since I introduced them. Again, thank you all, and for those of you watching on Twitch, y'all have a good night, and thank you for visiting the Dojo of Shadow Style.